high potent offense as Clemson has, or used to have. Maybe I should say used to have. Defense was sensational all night. Great effort.
Well, first of all, defensively, we're getting them 3 big plays where we just don't do our job. We're throwing and catching. I think we got some matchup problems. We didn't have some chance. We knew they were going to come out and they're going to try to defend their street. Hey, it's a tie ball game. It's anybody's game second half.
This game has a really high snap count on any play so far. How do you manage that going forward in the second half?
We don't give them crap. It can't have enough snaps. Line up and play. That's all we're going to do.
I just realized we were out there 37 minutes and a little bit to their 22 and something. It's neat to beat Clemson because they've, I guess, historically had owned South Carolina. I guess they don't own us right now, that's for sure.
Happy Thanksgiving, folks. Wishing you and yours a great holiday weekend.
The Tiger a little bit earlier here.
It's the 109th meeting in the in-state rivalry. Third straight year they bounced Clemson. 34-13 the final. Second time in school history they get 10 victories.
I see the shirt. What does beast mode mean, if you don't mind telling us?
It's something that our strength coaches made up, and I love this shirt, and I came up to Coach Fitz and said, we win this game, I'm getting that shirt. And he said, I'll take it right off my back. So I figured I'd wear it in here.
Last year, South Carolina winner, the same story the year before. They had won 3 straight since the 68 through 70 season, and that is a long, long time ago.
Care of the football, managing the team, and he's 6-1 as a starter.
Got 4 receivers here on a 3rd down and 4. South Carolina at 44% on the year. Their 3rd down conversions. Shaw's got time and now running out of it, but also running for the 1st down and a whole bunch more. Connor Shaw to the 40 to the 39 with a slide. 19-yard scramble.
Well, this is what he gives you. Sometimes he's in too big of a hurry to scramble. This time, watch, he's looking for Alshon Jeffrey right in the slot, running down the seam, but he's double covered, and this is a great decision. You don't have what you like. Once you realize you're not going to be able to make that throw, get what you can, and in this case, it's a lot more than he needed for a 1st down.
South Carolina at the Clemson 40. Play action for Shaw. Loads, reloads, now just lobs one out there and got it to his tight end, Cunningham. And Cunningham down inside the 25.
That play right there shows the development of a quarterback over the course of playing games. Earlier in the year, Connor Shaw doesn't like what he sees. He's going to take off right now. But he keeps his eyes downfield on this scramble and a nice little touch pass to Cunningham, who's going to gain 4 yards by catching and running than Shaw would.
The Auburn game stuck in their craw, I'm sure. That was what they felt like they should have had. Shaw, deep ball, Ellington, touchdown.
Got their best corner on him, Cody Sensabaugh. Connor Shaw knows that. He goes to the opposite side of the field after stepping up in the pocket and finds Ellington working on the freshman Freeland for a touchdown. It was 4, and then reload. But when he reloaded, there was nowhere to go with the ball, so we had to come back to Watkins. But that was too late. Gilmore coming off the edge, a very fast rusher, and able to get the boy.
Short, an high backfield behind Shaw, but he's going to throw it for it. Maybe. Plus got in the pocket. Now he will run. He knows he's got the first and a bunch more. Comes back to the middle of the field. Connor Shaw all the way out near midfield.
See, this guy is not just a mobile quarterback. He's a weapon in the run game. Because when he decides to run, he becomes a running back. So you call play action pass. If it's not there, you give him the green light to go, and then watch him tuck the football. He has good vision of the field. He's going to get as much as he can get, and then go down and not take a big hit out in the open field. That's just excellent quarterback play by Connor Shaw, playing to his strength. Guys right at the point of attack for Clemson that are going to make contact with the bat. The first one being Courtney Brown, number 90, but nobody wraps him up. So the good hard running by Kenny Miles turns a very short game into a big game.
They're down at 5. They can get a first down at the 10-yard line. It's a quarterback draw. Shaw's got the first. Shaw's got more. Touchdown. Boy, we said what a weapon a running quarterback can be, especially one as shifty and as quick as number 14 is. Gamecocks regain momentum and the lead, 17-10. His best year was a couple of seasons back before Marcus Lattimore took over and had his sensational freshman season. That being last year.
Alshon Jeffrey only had one catch in the first half for 11 yards. They threw at him 3 times, only connected once.
On 2nd and 4, Shaw across the middle. Anderson, the tight end, all the way down inside the 30. He's still going. All the way to the 6. Wow. I thought he was going to go down 2 or 3 times along the way. 55 yards later, he didn't. Everything overloaded to the right at this point. Connor Shaw, pump fakes. Now he does throw. Touchdown. And it's the same guy that got him there.
The tight end went out. Watch the 2 outside receivers drag their defenders inside. Nobody picked up the tight end. Connor Shaw did a nice job avoiding the rush and making the throw.
66-yard drive in a hurry. In 5 plays in a little over 2 minutes. South Carolina with Connor Shaw doing a little bit of everything. Touchdown pass to Anderson. It's 24-10 Gamecocks. At the 45-yard line of the Gamecocks. Ooh, it's getting loud in here. Boyd runs right into a sack. Taylor.
The defense was really simple tonight.
Wayne Allen in motion out to the slot on the right side. Boyd flushed out of the pocket, in trouble, a lot of trouble, got away somehow, and almost completed it again.
Does anything, that he'll step up in the pocket when the rush comes upfield. But Taj Boyd is going to start to try to run outside. Instead of stepping up, he tries to run outside, and the offensive tackle has no chance.
Boyd in trouble again. Ingram's got him again.
Ingram inside. So here's Ingram working against the guard, David Smith, that just goes right by him. And I'll tell you what, when you line up inside, you have a shorter path to the quarterback.
Wooten hit one tonight, only 6 out of 9. This will be a 37-yard attempt. What you don't want to do is get it blocked. Not only did he not get it blocked, he knocked it right through. And that gives South Carolina even more breathing room. Still a 2-possession game, but now Taj Boyd and the Tigers know they need 2 touchdowns. Unfortunately, came after an 8-0 start. Fires intercepted by Holloman. Holloman coming the other way. Got a convoy of blockers. Brought down inside the 20, so he made back-to-back good plays. And there is joy in Columbia.
Wasn't really sure which receiver Taj Boyd was intending this for. Hopkins was out there. That's who Holloman stepped in front of, but there was an underneath receiver as well that I thought he was going to and threw it over his head. But the net result, the 7th interception in the last 4 games for Taj Ford.
Clemson's going to head into the ACC title game, it appears, limping. Shaw, he is going to throw. He's got a man, it's a touchdown to Alshon Jeffrey. If indeed it's Alshon Jeffrey's last game, even though he's got a year of eligibility left, a lot of talk about him maybe going to the NFL. He won't forget this catch.
How about the throw? I mean, Cody Sensabaugh, again, is in perfect position. A perfect throw by Connor Shaw.
Following the Clemson turnover on the interception by Holloway. Connor Shaw putting on a show for us tonight.
Under duress, too. Malika Goodman was right there. Connor Shaw stepped up and threw a perfect throw to Alshon Jeffrey. Just like I said, run one play and then throw.
That's something that Steve Spurrier's really put together since he's been here, especially in the last 3 or 4 years. First, Stephon Gilmore was Mr. Football in South Carolina. He's now the mainstay in the secondary. Then it was Marcus Lattimore, despite the fact that he's injured now. He was Mr. Football and had a sensational freshman year last year. Then Clowney signed. And now, from what we understand, the #1 wide receiver in South Carolina has verbally committed to the Gamecocks for next year. They're high school Clemson fans, that type of thing. Didn't think it was that big a deal as far as this game, but certainly they'll take what is about to be.
But one of the things that Steve Spurrier has also done here is change the face of this rivalry. When he first got here, he noticed Beat Clemson signs all around the building, in the weight room, in the locker room, in the coach's office, and he's like, take those dadgum things down. This is not a team that we need to put on a pedestal. We need to be worried about winning the SEC, not beating Clemson. So he took them down, he made them just normal guys, and now this is the first time since 1968-70 that they've beat them 3 straight times. They're not on a pedestal anymore.
No. First time since Woodstock. And resounding win. This takes a little bit of the sting out of the fact that they didn't make the SEC championship game like they did a year ago. Georgia's going there, and of course they beat Georgia. But tonight, they're rolling right now as they head to their bowl game.
They really are. And Connor Shaw is very impressive. He's getting better and better. Kenny Miles kind of came from out of nowhere tonight. The defense was lights out. And you know what? Just going back to that with the SEC, again, before Steve Spurrier got here, even when Lou Holtz was here and they had a little success, they still couldn't beat the big 3, Georgia, Florida, and Tennessee.
They've done that, what, 2 years in a row?
They've beat them all 3, you know. So, I mean, they've really established themselves as, you know, the team to beat, or one of the teams to beat, one of the top 2 teams in the SEC East. And I don't think that's going to change for a while.
Only the second time that South Carolina's going to have a 10-win season. The other time, you ask, 1984. The only other time 10 wins in school history. Joe Morrison was the head coach. They beat Clemson, as a matter of fact, to end the regular season in a tight one, 22-21. Their only losses were at Navy and to Oklahoma. Oklahoma State, I should say, and that was in the Gator Bowl. And they'll end up with less than 100 yards rushing again. And oh boy, I don't know if the ball coach is going to like this or not.
Well, they set him up, too. He had 2 guys holding him.
Well, cool him off. Chance of SEC now. He's saluting the crowd because this will be 3 straight wins over the ACC as far as the Clemson Tigers are in-state rivals.
This 10 wins here doesn't happen. Happened twice in 109 years, I think. So we'll enjoy this.
He's got some work to do to get his troops now somehow back on track because Virginia Tech, who they beat in the regular season and did it handily. Virginia Tech looked like a machine today against Virginia. And Clemson looked like a machine that was missing a couple of cylinders again. Not enough guys on the line of scrimmage. Too many in the backfield. Possession. Here comes South Carolina trying to put it in the end zone again.
This isn't a flag. I mean, that's the thing everybody's
lucky that wasn't intercepted. Make some claims that, hey, we've been #1 in this SEC now. He's saluting the crowd. There's the trophy. The state champions, South Carolina over Clemson. 34-13.
They don't own us right now, that's for sure.